Hello, good morning, and welcome to the headlines on Pondering Nigeria. My name is Omofios, and it's good to be here once more. Um, Today is Monday, 12th of May 2025, and it's exciting, and it's also going to be an exciting week as well. Okay, let's look at the headlines today. For the top stories we selected from all the stories over the weekend, and basically it's all about politics in fighting for stay and every other thing attached to it. So let's go straight to Rivers State. Rivers Emergency FG appoint Ex-AFG 11 SAN for the case between the federal government and the PDP governors that have sued the federal government on the suspension of Similai Fubara, the assembly, and uh, all other structures, in the state. So the federal government have tapped 11 SAN, senior advocate, and led by an ex-AFG, that is Attorney General of the Federation, to prosecute that case. Remember that the PDP governors have taken this case to court, and they are asking the Supreme Court that it is unlawful for the president to suspend a sitting governor, a sitting elected governor, because the governor himself is elected by the people, same as the president. Then now these guys are going to court, to challenge this lawsuit against the federal government. Now, if you tell me, if you look at the indices, both from the constitution, both from moral standing point, the president doesn't have power to suspend, even when that section, the section 325, mentioned that use any means necessary to suspend to make sure that to make sure that there should be law and order in the state. It doesn't mean that you have the power to suspend, because he's elected just like you. And remember, the constitution has pointed out the only way a governor can be removed is when he's dead or when he's being impeached. That is the only way. The president doesn't have power. Nobody under the 1999 constitution, as amended, is state that you can suspend a sitting governor. But see, this is what we have here. You see, because he just want to sweeten the heart of the former governor of Rivers State, Nelson Wike, who I think was the masterminder of this suspension, and has led us to this point that we are in now. Remember that he had an interview and he was saying that um, the best Fubara could have gotten was suspension. If not so, they could have totally removed him from office. This is where we are. This is where we are, and it's so sad that we are at this point in time that you expect that people in authority to respect the law, to respect law and order, to follow what the constitution said. They don't do it, maybe because they think they have the courts in their hand. Now, the the governors of Bauchi State, the governor of Zamfara, governor of Adamawa State, which other state, Akwa Ibom, Delta that have defected already. They've all taken this. All the PDP governors have taken this case to court. Now, the federal government now are also federal government. The federal government are also saying that the suit lack merit. It lack merit. That the only way that people that state can sue the federal government to court is by a single state. Now, which state will do it? Now, remember that last year or only 2 years ago, when the Naira crisis started, we know what happened during the Naira crisis. We know that states sued the government to court. Combined, they took the government to court and they won the federal government. And that was why this thing was rescinded. So state can combine and sue the federal government to court, no matter what it is. They can do it. It has been done before, and it can always be can always be done now. So I think for me, it depends on what the court sees. And if the Supreme Court side with the federal government on this issue, then that means this is going to be a very big issue, because it will be a very big weapon against states that are not part of your party. That's why people are always clamoring that we are going into one party state. We are going to, and this is also a way that the president can use this power, this newfound power, if the Supreme Court stamp his authority on it, or subsequent president can use it, not just today, but subsequent president can use it against his adversaries, saying that if you don't join my party, if you don't do it, then I will declare a state of emergency and suspend you. You see, that's abuse of power. And I think also this one is also an abuse of power. Because if you are citing a pipeline bomb blast during the crisis, you are citing differences between the governor and the State House of Assembly. You are citing tension in the state. And for you to suspend the state legislature, suspend the governor, suspend the deputy governor, and every political infrastructure, and appoint a sole administrator, which there is nowhere in the constitution that there is a place where you appoint a sole administrator. There's nowhere. So this is where we are now. That suit is being joined with the National Assembly, who have also sued the PDP governors and also asked the Supreme Court to dismiss the case and award them 1 billion naira. See, National Assembly are looking for money also. And I see problem. National Assembly, they look for money. So this is where we are. I think the fight will go on in the Supreme Court. And I just hope that the Supreme Court look at this case and see reasoning why they should not have, because it gives the president a lot of powers. The president can wake up and suspend the governor. This is if the federal government wins this case, the president can wake up one in the morning and just because he doesn't like his governor's face or because he doesn't like his governor challenging him, he can wake up and suspend the governor. And that is why it has to be stopped at the Supreme Court. Let the Supreme Court hear the case. Let them hear the merit of the case. Let them sit down. How many judges? Maybe 5 or 7 judges. Let them sit down and look at the entire case from head to toe and see if the president have the power under the 1999 Constitution as amended to suspend the sitting governor. So, for me, that's my take for now of this story. And let's see when the case will be heard in the Supreme Court, because both sides are preparing now. The PDP governors and the PDP governors are going with their AFG, that is their Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General of the state as well. So let's see what's going to happen with some other lawyers as well. So let's see what's going to happen. Now, let's move to Rivers. We are saying, I am not desperate to return, Fubara. Is he saying the truth? That he's not desperate to return. He might say he's not desperate to return, but I think he wants to return as governor. You really want to return as governor of Rivers State. He is the governor of Rivers State, no doubt about it. The president cannot change that. Nobody can change that. But when he said he's not desperate to return, that is where I also think that I'm having an issue with it. Yes, he has stated. I'll play that video for us where he stated that he's not desperate to return. But I think that he has to return as governor because all stakes are high in terms of what the president can do. Now, the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has stated that he is not desperate to return to office, revealing that his spirit left the government house long ago. Fubara, however, acknowledged the immense support he has had received from many people, and emphasizes that the importance of standing by those who have made sacrifice for him. He made this. Let's listen. He made this remark on Sunday during the night tribute organized by the Rivers elders, led forum in honor of the late statesman Chief Pa Edwin Clark. Even the event took place at the Royal House of Grace Church in Port Harcourt, state capital. So this was what if I had my way, I wouldn't want to return, Fubara said. But many people, including the late Paralimpha, have made sacrifice for me. That's why I must stand by them. So this is why I think this is the comment he has made. So let me know what you think with regards to this story. The two stories we have said so far. The one of the Supreme Court, please just go back to it and look at it. Supreme Court getting up for showdown, be a showdown in the Supreme Court between the PDP governors and the federal government, and also Fubara saying that he's not desperate to return. What do you think about it? What do you think about these two stories so far? Let's move on to the third one. For the third one is seven PDP governors, Wike ex-governor, others meet to address defection issue. I think that bridge, for me, that bridge has been burnt already. Many governors will see defect, and that's why I'm still saying that they have to win this. The governors have to win this case in the Supreme Court. It's very, very important, because a president can wake up today and threaten one state and suspend the governor because he doesn't like the face of the governor. And that's where we are. Okay, this meeting that will be held by the governors, let me say it, this meeting that will be held by the 7 governors, Wike, ex-governors, and others, is for the survival of the PDP, no doubt about it. The PDP has to survive. But the question is that the PDP has not been up and doing as one of the as the opposition. So as we speak now, there's no viable opposition party in Nigeria, because there's problem in the PDP, there's problem in the Labour Party, there's problem in the AMPP. People are moving from one place to another, cross-carpeting. This is where we are. This is where we find ourselves as a country. And that is why questions are being asked every day. Every day, every time. Is the Nigerian state sliding into a one-party state? It's a question for you and for me. Is our country sliding into a one-party state? Because this is what the ruling party wants. They want to dominate everywhere. They want to police the country. Because see, if we fall into one-party state, let me tell you what is going to happen. 2 things is going to happen, or more than 2. First, there will be proper policing of the people. We will find it so hard to move left, right, center. Number 2, economically, it will not be viable for us, because there will not be competition. The government will only side with those they feel that they are for them. Number 3, there will be anarchy, serious anarchy, that might even lead to a very big crisis if care is not taken. So that is why a one-party state for us is not the idea. It is not the idea. Okowa came out and said that he regretted. How can you say you regretted taking being the runner of the PDP in the previous election? I think he's a smug. That's what I said. He's a smug of a governor. He's a small man. He could have just covered his mouth in that area and move on. This is where we find ourselves with politicians, and that is why you see them moving from left to right. If PDP will be in power tomorrow, he will still move from the PDP, from the APC to the PDP, and say he regretted moving from the PDP to the APC before, because meat there for a mouth. Yes, meat there for a mouth. That's why they talk about. There is meat in his mouth. So let me know what you think. Please kindly comment, kindly subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. And also kindly send your suggestion to see how we can improve the channel as well. So, but this is where we find ourselves with these politicians, and we all need to be calling them out. So, we can now, ex-governors, current governors, all of them are meeting with respect to the defection in the PDP. They want to see if they could stop that train of movement of governors from the PDP to the APC, and it has to be done. It has to be done. We need a proper and a viable opposition. Is it the Labour Party that will produce it? I don't know. Is it the PDP that will produce it? I don't know. But as it stands now, opposition party in Nigeria, if there is no infighting, there is one or two issues with who and who is the leadership. Well, we've seen it time and time and time again. We've seen it time and time and time again. So this is where we are. This is where we are. And finally, to my last headline story before why Jonathan will not run against Tinubu in 2027. Are we expecting Jonathan to run? This is from his wife. Are we expecting Jonathan to run? Let's see if we can. We expect Jonathan to run in 2027. I don't think so. People try to see if he could run in 2025, but that plan did not come into play. That plan was just futile because there was a lot of pressure on left, right, center for him to run in 2025. But at the end of the day, nothing really happened. So let's see what the wife patient is saying, because is there an agenda for Good Luck to come back? I think for me, I don't think. Okay, let's see. Wife of ex-president Good Luck Jonathan has ruled out a possibility of her husband. Has ruled out a possibility of her husband to join the 2027 presidential race to contest against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mrs. Jonathan said rather than contesting, her family would campaign for Tinubu re-election because Tinubu and his wife Oluremi supported Jonathan in 2027 presidential bid. So that was that is the reason she gave. That Good Luck, the entire Good Luck family, the entire Jonathan family will not run against Tinubu because Tinubu supported them in 2027. Nigeria. I don't think Good Luck is going to run. That's not the main reason. Okay. Now he went on to say that this is what she said. As the nation prepared for the 2027 election, the Nigerian Rescue Mission Organization believes that now is the time for all stakeholders to come together and support a candidate who can genuinely represent Nigeria in the interest of all Nigerians. We urge that the former president, this is the group that wants, that's a Nigerian Rescue Mission. This is the group that wants Good Luck to run. This is the group that wants Good Luck to run. They want him to run. So whether it will be possible or not, they want him to run. So, and that the group, this is what the group is saying now, that they urge President Goodluck Jonathan to consider this call and to step forward as a candidate who can unite our country and lead us towards a brighter future. Mustafa said, who is this? Dr. Mustafa Jibrin or Jibrin Mustafa is the head of that organization. So, whether he will, I don't think Good Luck is going to run. So let's just say that it's not Good Luck is not going to run. It's not going to run. Let's be realistic about it. So, what is your take? Let's keep talking. We still have more time. We just spent 20 minutes on the show. So far, so good, and we still have more time to. So, but let's tell ourselves the truth this morning. With all these headlines we have, look at the four of them as usual every day. Rivers Emergency Rule, federal government appoints ex-FDI 11 son for the Supreme Court showdown. That's one. Number two, I am not desperate to run. The question I want to ask you this morning as you watch me is similar Fubara saying the truth that is not desperate to return back to the government house as governor of Rivers State. Do you believe him? For me, for me, I just think that he shouldn't have made this statement. It shows how weak he is as human being. Many people online are describing him now as weak, like because of because of this statement. Many people are seeing him as weak, but that's his opinion. 7 governors, Wike, ex-governors, others to meet to address defection. Do you think there was something coming out from this story? Do you think so? Finally, why Jonathan will not run against Tinubu? Patient said because the Tinubu family, Oluremi and Bola Ahmed Tinubu supported Jonathan in 2011, and that is why they will not run against the president. Good luck will not run against, but a group is pushing for the former president to run in 2027 against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Will Good Luck heed to that call, maybe defy his wife and heed to that call and run? That's left for him. But his wife, like we all say, she's powerful. She has influence over him, and she has come out to state categorically that he will not run against Tinubu in 2027 because the Tinubu family supported the Jonathan family in 2011. So they will not run. So this is where we find ourselves. So kindly send in your comment. I'm waiting for your comment. I'll read them out. And this is what I think should be the headline this morning. Send in your comments. Start bombarding me with comments. Let's talk. Let's interact. If you think some of the headlines are out of place, let me know so that we'll know where to place them. So let me know. Let me know where you stand. So let's see if we could get that Fubara's video. I think it's a long video, but we'll just play some part, maybe like 5 minutes, then we'll continue to okay. So let's play the video and see. So
I want to take the protocol a bit because I know if I don't recognize a few person here, I won't be forgiven at all. Let me recognize especially the one who chooses not to take a primate or a bishop, but prefer to maintain the apostle. Because the apostles are the ones who do a lot of job, even in the Bible. So let me recognize our hosts, Apostle Zili, agree? And also Bishop Ekina Hansen that is here with us. I think we also have in our midst here, Admiral Finger. Senator Bata said, yeah, when you go to the graveyard, if you go with a tape, you will see all sizes of grave. So I have my own way, and I will continue to maintain my way. I have somebody that we contested the election together. Let me also recognize him. Toyiko is here with us. Our women, our youth, and also the church. El Shobe don't solve problem. That is the truth. So for that reason, I'm a bit careful. But this particular event is something I honestly cannot avoid. Paklak is a very special person to every one of us, and more especially to me. So I feel I'm indebted to him. Yes, I might have supported the burial program, but putting in my presence here is the most important thing. Before I go into the main business, because I found out that a good number of you deviated from the program today. The program is a tribute for Paklak. It's not an issue of saying Fubara. I am not disputing the message God gave to you, my bishop. But in this particular event, it's a message to talk about Paklak. Because the way you hammered it, when they live here, that is not the way to be presented. It will be similar if Fubara has gathered his supporters to make statements against the minister and the president. That is not what I need now. What I need now, even some of you, have you asked yourself, do you think I am even interested in going back there? I want to ask you, don't you see how better I look? Do you think I'm interested in it? If I have my way, I say it's here. This is an altar of God. I don't wish going back there. My spirit has left that place long ago. So all this, I want everybody to focus. Please, it's not everything you do. You think there's some fight you don't fight. There's some things you don't do because you need to ask the person. Does it want it? I have peace. If you have known me, you've been seeing me, you can say I look better now. In as much as we have things that we need to do for our state, we know people have made sacrifice for us, and we, one way or the other, have to stand by them. Does not mean that we should start firing without any targets. We need to be focused. Our evening here is about Paklak. It's not Oshobe, it's Fubara, Oshobe, same place. I want that. And like I said, it's about Paklak. Every other thing that is said here, every other admonition by whoever is your personal view. It does not speak or does not present the purpose of this evening. I mean it, and I want you to quote me anywhere. We're here talking about the life of a man who lived a life of sacrifice. Amongst you, the women here, do you have forgiving spirit? Your hearts are bitter.
Experts charge expert fees. They don't discount their fees. So stop discounting the price. How do you?
You don't forgive. Those are the important things. We're here talking about a man who spent his own money to go to court for me. A man who gathered people to say, fight for Fubara. But some of you here, your hearts are dark. But one important thing, that you have your boarding pass. It's just you're waiting for the flight. So you need to retract your ways. What is special about Paklak? Maybe when he started his life, he might have made his own mistake like every one of us. But at a certain time in his life, he believed that I want to live a life, I want to dedicate my life for others. And he did it, and he did it well. I am a beneficiary of that. I've never met him one day. I spoke to him a few times on phone, but he stood by me. I've never gone until his death. The first time I stepped my feet into Paklak house was when I went for condolence. I never went to his house. But he stood by me. He supported what he believed in, injustice. And that is the man we are celebrating this night. It's celebration because He has gotten to the 9th floor. It's 90 something going to 100, is it not? In fact, if not for maybe the way it happened, it should even be entering. The 10th floor is the one, the cloud now, it's not. Once you enter 10, you're on the cloud, waiting for the chariot to come and carry you. But he was already close to that place because he lived a life, not life for himself, but life for others. So I want us this evening, that as we have gathered here to celebrate him, let us learn from him. Let us go with something, and that thing should be dedicating our life for things that are good. I once read about a very strong and powerful man. When he died, he said that all the physicians, the best, should carry his coffin. All his wealth, his gold, should be poured on the streets for them to walk on it. And that his coffin, they should make it in such a way that people will see his hands dangling, showing that he's living with nothing. This life, we have come into this life with nothing. In our birth, we are not celebrated. That is the truth. When we are celebrated, is in death. How many of us, both the ones here and the ones outside here, will pass on, and people will gather and say good things about them? That is the message. We should live a life that when we mention our names, when our names are mentioned anywhere, it opens doors for our children. It doesn't bring cost to our family. That is the choice I've made. That is the decision why, in whatever situation I find myself in this whole thing, I always tell those of you who want to listen, don't do things because you want to do them. Do the things I want. I am the one wearing the shoes. I know the solution to my problem. I know how to walk through my problem. There are some things you will do rather than bring peace for me. It spoils my peace process. It gives me problem. So I'm cautioning everybody here. I'm serious, and it's very important to say it here in the church so that it's not something I'm passing a message to anybody privately. Before you do anything that you claim you're doing for me, seek my consent. I said it before. Do you even know what I'm interested in this? My spirit has left this place. I'm already, my body parts, I have it already, but not I'm going to die now. I'm not going to die now. The reason is not that I'm too young to die or too old to die. I have a wife and I have kids that I need to bring up. They need me now more than ever. So when I finish that work and also finish the work of humanity, the aircraft can land. I will board gallantly. So let me thank everyone, more especially Senator Birabe, the chairman of this night of tribute, the chairman of Rivers Elders and his deputy and the vice chairman, and everyone. This is the most important thing. It is not any tribute writing that we are going to put in a paper. Is this sacrifice you're making? This memory will be forever. When we want to talk about him, the story will always be there. When Paklak died, and his funeral was being arranged. In Rivers State, a night of tribute was held in his memory. And who are those people there? Your names will be mentioned. That is the most important thing. So I join every one of you to say that Clark has done his work, but I can assure you that that shoe will be filled very well. In the Bible, Jesus was doing his evangelical job just between between a very small place. We all know the story. But when he died, that was when the gospel spread. The disciples started running from everywhere. The gospel started expanding. I can tell.
Okay, guys. That's the video from Seminary Fubara. I said his spirit is no longer there in the government house. He doesn't want to return. He doesn't feel he should return. That's what he said, and I don't know. I think he's he's looking fresh. He's looking good. He's looking. Sometimes when you are a governor or in a position of leadership, a lot of stress on you because you receive too much calls, too much complaints. But this is where we are. This is what he has said with regards to that he's not desperate. So do you think similar Fubara is saying, do you think what he's saying is coming out from his mind, that he's not desperate to return to the government house? Kindly send in your comments. We are gradually coming towards the end of the show with 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, yes, because we are gradually passing the hour. So let me know what you think. He said he's not desperate. You can send me a comment even after the show. So kindly subscribe as well. If you have not subscribed to our channel today, please kindly do that. Help us to grow this community for you and for each and every one of us. So let's see. Let's see. Let's know where we are. So let's subscribe. Let's hit the notification bell. Let's hit the like button as well. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for everything you have been doing for Pondering Nigeria. And hopefully we'll bring you an exciting episode of the headlines tomorrow morning by 6:15 for you and just for you. Thank you so much.